A boy originally wanted to create a fake university to deceive his parents, but he unexpectedly received millions of dollars in tuition fees. On the opening day, countless students showed up. He was puzzled about how these students had found the place. It turned out that when his friend was helping build the fake university's website, he made it incredibly realistic.
I told you to make the website look legitimate, not functional.
Hey, you wanted to fool your dad, and the guy's not an idiot.
These students, who had been rejected by every real university, treated this place as their last stop in life. After some discussion, Mike thought they should send these unsuspecting students back home. However, when he went on stage to reveal the truth, one student kept raising his hand, and this changed Mike and the fate of this fake school.
Okay, I'm sorry, what do you want?
When I got accepted here, it was the first time my parents ever said they were proud of me.
Suddenly, everyone fell silent, waiting for his next words. Mike changed his mind. He asked how many people had applied to other schools. Every single person in the room raised their hand. When he asked who had been successful, everyone slowly lowered their hands. Mike felt their pain. He too had been rejected by universities. So he made a decision. Since this was the situation, why not go with it? What was supposed to be a dismissal speech became a welcome address.
Welcome to South Harmon Institute of Technology!
But this place was originally just a mental hospital. They had no teachers and no majors. Mike hadn't expected that his moment of bravado would bring so much trouble. Just as he was worrying about how to handle the situation, students broke through another wall. They were expanding their own dormitories. Mike could only have his friend show them to larger rooms. The entire school atmosphere was more like a party. Mike realized this couldn't continue.
I just have to figure this whole college thing out.
So he went to nearby Harmon University, visiting under the pretense of transferring. However, the boring and tedious studying there gave him no interest in learning. This reminded him of not long ago when Mike had received university admission lists, but his name wasn't on any of them. Every school had rejected him, but he didn't want to disappoint his parents. So he thought, since no school wanted him, why not create his own and admit himself? He got right to work, scanning Harmon University's notification. He used a computer to Photoshop a new school logo and named it South Harmon Institute of Technology. To make this school look more real, he had his friend create a fake school website. The next morning, his father received a letter. Mike pretended to know nothing about it. He took the envelope and opened it theatrically, excitedly announcing his acceptance. But his father began to question whether this was a legitimate university.
You got any literature on this place?
Yeah, there's a website. I'll show you the link.
The next day, his father handed him a check.
Paid in full.
That's great. Wow, thank you, Dad.
To keep his lie from being exposed, he found his friend and planned to rent a venue near Harmon Institute of Technology. Just as they were struggling with venue selection, Annie remembered there was an abandoned mental hospital near Harmon Institute of Technology. This was perfect for Mike, so the four of them began renovating and transforming the place.
Welcome to the South Harmon Institute of Technology.
South Harmon's renovation was nearing completion when his worried father decided to meet the dean. This created another problem for Mike. He had to find John, hoping his uncle who used to teach could impersonate the dean. But after learning their purpose, he directly refused because he didn't want to follow school rules anymore. But just then,
Another chalk ride?
Oh, it's not my fault the kid's a crybaby, little dipshit.
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole. You are an asshole. And you're fired.
Perhaps it is time to move on, but I get to bring my house. Deal.
the uncle brought the house into the school. Not only was the fake dean in place, but fake students were arranged too. When Mike's parents arrived at this fake campus and saw the beautiful campus environment and perfect facilities, his father was very satisfied. However, the moment they stepped through the school gates, Mike's father noticed something strange. This place felt like a hospital. To dispel his doubts, Mike hurriedly brought his parents to meet the dean. Fortunately, the dean used his experience to finally convince Mike's parents. But just as his parents were about to leave, an accident happened.